So, business always has a choice, right? But here is one thing. I don't know much, but in my 30 years of experience, here is one thing that I'm absolutely convinced of. Being everything to everybody is not a good one. And you see businesses all the time try to do this. I'm not picking on them, and then coming back a little bit, but Sears comes to mind. I mean, I never know what Sears is. Is it a place I'm supposed to buy my jewelry, my lingerie, or my tools? I just don't get it. Right? What am I supposed to do there? And frankly, I think they've struggled with that. Remember the time that you could get everything there, right? Not only soft goods and tools and power equipment, all that, but you could also buy insurance and stocks and get your mortgage and all those kind of things. And it just got a little bit too muddled for most of the marketplace. And they looked like they really weren't great at anything. They just did a lot of everything. And so I really think that's one of the things that we can't do. So you say, well, okay, David, it makes sense. But how do we respond to that? What do we do? Well, I've got a model I want to share with you and ask you to think about and consider for your business. And very simply, call it good, fast, and cheap. So if you can just get in your mind a circle and make 3 equal pies in there, and one in them's got good and one's got fast and the other one's got cheap. Now let me explain it to you, because it's not quite as obvious as one would hope. Good, in my head, needs to stand for best products and best services in your particular industry. Okay, so whatever definition of best is, best products and best services in your industry. Fast stands for the most timely delivery of a desired result for a customer. So how's it most timely getting them what it is that they're after? Now cheap, any questions, right? We know what that one is, right? That means lowest price. And here's the thing. It's tough. In fact, I got to be honest with you, I don't know anybody that does all 3 equally well. Here's my challenge to you. My comment is you got to pick 2, right? Be absolutely adamant that we're going to be killer in those 2. Now, you can't not do the other one, right? You got to play there as well, but 2 that you choose. Let me give you a couple of examples. I don't know. I haven't asked them, I'll be honest with you, but I'm doubtful that the executives of McDonald's way back in the Ray Kroc era sat around and said, it's going to be our goal to be fast and cheap. That's what we're going to be after. However, if you think about it, that's exactly what they've created, and it's a model that works fabulously. Here's my point. If you say, I want the best hamburger in town, how many of you say, well, I'm going to McDonald's? Nobody, right? Absolutely not. But if you say, I want to know exactly what I get, it's going to be consistent, and I want it as quickly as possible, and I want it to be, frankly, about as cheap, if not cheaper than anybody, McDonald's is a great choice. And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, they can't sell terrible food, right? That goes back to my comments. You can't be awful at the third one, but you do have to focus. Let me give you another example. FedEx. Let's look at somebody else, a different way to think about good, fast, and cheap, right? If you think about delivery, positively, absolutely, positively has to be there overnight. Who's the best at that? Who's better than they are? Nobody. They own that. In fact, they created an industry. Along with that, of course, fast is a given, right? Most timely. He's going to be there guaranteed by 8 a.m. the next morning. Incredible. But by definition, folks, think about it. If you got the best offer out there, the best product, the best service, you get it there the most timely and the quickest, it can't be cheapest. What's your 2? What are you going to pick? What are you going to choose to be best at? That's what we're going to be about here today.